Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You guys get to have a little peek at what I get to see when I'm filming. We are doing another declutter today. So I'm gonna take you guys behind the scenes, show you the rest of my makeup collection, and we are decluttering everything. This one's gonna be a little bit faster, not as much talking. I'm just gonna go through everything quickly and get rid of the stuff that either doesn't work for me or has expired. Get rid of some things, clear some room, and get organized. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Before we get to it though, special welcome if you are a new visitor. Hope you'll consider subscribing, and for everyone, make sure your notifications are turned on. With that said, let's come right over here and start going through my makeup drawers. All right, starting in my top drawer, we're gonna start with some primers. So probably just a couple in here to get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of this. This is the Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint. This actually made me break out a little bit. I liked it, just made me break out. So we're gonna get rid of that. I'm also gonna get rid of this. This is an old Garnier Glow Boost. You guys remember me talking about this all the time? It's just really old. It's time to get rid of that. I'm also going to toss this one right here. This is from Daniel Sandler, the watercolor liquid cheek color. This is the Moon Glow one. It's a little bit oily on me. I don't like it as a primer or as a liquid highlight, so I'm gonna toss this one. And one more, I think I'm gonna pass along the rest of my Smashbox primerizer. I should probably just toss this. I've had it for like 2.5 years, so it's almost gone. I made it about 3/4 of the way through this thing. I thought I'd try and finish it up, but I think it's time and I need to make some room, so we'll say goodbye to this. Okay, actually let's do one more. So I have these two from Touch in Sol. I have the No Problem primer, the original one right here, and then this one, which is the Priming Essence. I actually like the Priming Essence better than the No Problem, so I'm gonna pass this one along. It's also a little bit old. So that's it for primers. Let's move over to concealers. Okay, I have both of these potted concealers from Yes Style. These are from the brand The Same. I have shades number 1 and 2. I think I like shade number 1 a little bit better. I'm gonna pass along shade number 2. I'm also gonna get rid of these two True Match Eye Cream and a concealers. I've talked a few times about how these don't work for me. They're just a little bit too light coverage. I might see if my mom wants to try these. Got these two concealers from BH Cosmetics. They're kind of old, but I still really like these concealers. I'm gonna get rid of this shade though. It's a little bit too dark for me, shade number 6. But I'm gonna keep this one around. I'm gonna pass along this. This is a concealer I tried out from Yes Style. I really like it, but it broke me out just a little bit. It has the cutest little doe foot on it. It looks like a boot. You guys see that? I'm gonna get rid of it though. Doesn't quite work for me. All right, this thing right here is from e.l.f. They don't even make this anymore. They haven't made it for like 10 years. This used to be my go-to spot concealer. I actually like to put this on after my makeup is done if I have a spot to conceal. It does work really well. It's just super messy. I mean, this thing looks like trash and belongs in the trash. So I'm finally gonna say goodbye to this thing that I'm sure nobody even knows about anymore. And I think I wanna pass along the 16-Hour Camo concealers from e.l.f. I actually like these, but I like the hydrating one just a little bit better, and I don't feel like I need them both, so I'm gonna pass this one along. I'm gonna call that good for now. Everything else I do still like. If I was to pick one more, I'd maybe consider getting rid of the CoverGirl one. I do like it. I just find that I don't reach for it anymore. If I'm doing drugstore, I'll usually go for the Revlon or the e.l.f. or the Milani one. Let's move over to brow products. Actually, before I jump into those brow products, I've got just a couple powders here at the front. I'm gonna keep my Rimmel, I'm gonna keep my Pure, but I am going to get rid of this one from J-Cat Beauty. This is the Aquasurance. It was way too heavy for me. Looked terrible on my skin. I think if you have a lot of lines, this might be a little heavy. Let's go through this drawer. I'm gonna keep this one, but I'm gonna put it down here. This is my backup of my Precisely My Brow. Let's get it out of my main drawer. I also have this extra Alter Ego primer. I'm just gonna put that off to the side or kind of behind just to make some room. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm pretty sure I decluttered this. I'm not sure how it made it back in here. It's pretty much empty. I'm gonna toss it. It's old and dried out. Okay, sadly guys, I'm gonna get rid of both of these. I actually recommend this if you like liquid winged liner. I just have really troublesome eyelids, and wing liner or liquid liner doesn't work well on me. I prefer a gel or a pencil. So I'm gonna see if someone else will get some use out of these. I barely use them. Maybe one of my sisters will wanna try them. This right here can definitely get rid of. This is the Milk Makeup Eye Primer. Didn't like that. I'm gonna pass along shade number 1 of the Uoma Brow Duo. Just the shade didn't work for me. I'm gonna keep number 2 and 3. Got this brow pencil that came from a Yes Style order, and the lid's falling off. It's a little bit, it's not the best one that I've tried. I've tried a lot of good ones from Yes Style. This wasn't one of them. This is from Tony Moly. I'm gonna pass this along. I'm also gonna get rid of this brow pencil from Hard Candy. The shade was a little off. I think this is the shade Blonde. I'm gonna keep these around. I think it's time to toss my CYO. It's officially gone. Man, I love this stuff. I'm sad to see it all gone, but it's discontinued, unfortunately. Then these liquid liners from Kaja that go with the stamps, I'm gonna pass those along with the stamps. They are really good. I just have determined that I don't like liquid liner on me. This brow gel I got in a Yes Style order. I think it's from the brand The Same. It's too warm on me. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Get rid of my Florence by Mills gel. Too dark for me. One more. This one right here is from NYX. This is the NYX Precision Brow Pencil. This was one of your recommendations. I like the pencil. I just generally don't like these pencils that are kind of the like teardrop or kind of fatter shape. Right there, did you see how this one's kind of like oblong? Sorry, is my camera. My camera's having a hard time with that. Don't really like this shape of a pencil, so I'm gonna pass this one along. Oh man, you guys, that is so much better. Look at that. Okay, foundations. I don't know that there's gonna be a lot in here because I think I have done a declutter very recently in here. The only one I think I'm gonna go with is this one right here from CYO, the Lasting Finish. This one's been discontinued, so we'll pass that along. Okay, and one more. I'm going to get rid of my Thrive Cosmetics Buildable Blur. This is the wrong shade for me. I actually didn't like how this wore on my skin. I don't even really like it as a mix-in, so I'm gonna pass this thing along as well. I think everything else is a keep. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of a lot in here. Bear with me for a sec, guys, as I go through these. Okay, I'm passing along all of my ColourPop lipsticks. I just never, ever reach for these. I don't even know what the shades are. Here, turn them over in case you want to check out what shades those are. Maybe someone else will use these more than I ever did. Okay, I want to keep all of my Maybellines, want to keep all of my Bite Beauty and all of my MAC. I want to keep my Revlon. Oh, I need to declutter this. This is an extra shade of the Juvia's Place lipstick in the shade Libra. Not my favorite shade from them. I don't know why I double bought this, but someone else can use that. I think I'm gonna get rid of this Wet n Wild. I know lots of people love these. I just never ever use it. So, and the lid falls off, so I'm gonna pass that along. Don't like this one from Milani. I don't ever use this one from CYO, even though I think it's really good. These are the KKW. I think I'm gonna get rid of the pink one, and I think I'll keep the really light nude. I do sometimes like adding this to some other lip products, but I'll get rid of these two right here. I'm gonna pass along these two Milani lipsticks. Again, I just don't reach for these. I am just getting much more particular in the lipsticks that I reach for. Same goes for the CoverGirl. Actually, I do like Caramel Kiss. It's kind of old. This is their old packaging, but I do like this color. I'm gonna get rid of this one, which is trending. What is this one from Milani? I Am Smart. Okay, that looks too dark for me. Pass that one along. I just don't ever use it. It's basically brand new. Let's get rid of this one. I've never used this. This is from I Love Sarah Yee. I don't even know if they make this one anymore. I don't think I've ever opened it or used it. It's a pretty looking red, but if I'm using red, I have a couple that I reach for, and this is not one of them. Got all those old NARS ones back there. I think I'll get rid of this red. It's not long wearing. I just don't see myself using this. I think I can get rid of this color. This is way too dark on me. This is Havana Nights. I think I tried this on in a video one time and someone told me I should never, ever wear that again. It was a little bit on the deep side. And I think I'm also gonna get rid of these. I just bought these this fall, you guys. I intended to do a video trying to find a dupe for my very favorite Hank and Henry color, but these two colors together did not make a dupe, and I just don't see myself using these. So I'm gonna pass these along. And then these from Alter Ego. I never reached for them. They're all a bit deep and kind of vampy. The packaging is gorgeous on these. I do think the formula is really good. Again, I just don't see myself using these. I've had them for 2 years now and rarely reach for them. And I think a couple of them I've never actually used on other than just swatching them. So I'm gonna see if someone else can get some use out of these. Wow, look at all that space. That is much, much better. Okay, moving over here, I think I'm gonna get rid of this Jordana. It's very old. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Cherry Burt's Bees. I'm gonna get rid, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of my ColourPop Lippy Sticks. I just never use them. And I think I'll get rid of this e.l.f. Sheer Slicks as well. I just don't reach for it. I actually really like it. I just always forget that I have it. I'm just gonna go through these lip pencils real quick. I'll kind of briefly show you guys which ones I'm getting rid of. I don't like red lip pencils because if I'm doing a red lip, I will use a liquid lipstick, so I don't need a red pencil. I'm gonna pass those along. It's been a while since I've used my ColourPop pencils. I actually really like them. I'm gonna keep those. All right, here are a few more. Gonna get rid of just these ones right here. Okay, this is my blush and bronzer drawer. This is where it's gonna get very tough. I did just recently declutter this, but I am already out of space and I hate to start the year off like that, so I need to find a few that I can pass along. So hard. Okay, let's start over here. I'm gonna pass along the Rare Beauty. I just didn't like this very much. I think someone else will really enjoy this. I love the packaging. I'm gonna keep Hot Fuss. I'm gonna keep this one. I'm finally gonna pass along my Daniel Sandler. I think someone else is gonna love these. I don't know why I haven't gotten along very well with them. I just haven't. Also gonna pass along this one from Thrive Cosmetics. Just a little bit too deep for me, and I have other shades that are similar to this. I think I gave you guys a spoiler that this would not make it through the declutter. I don't think it's bad. I just have so many cream blushes. This is not amongst my favorites, and the colors are a bit too bright, so I'm gonna pass this one along. So I'm gonna keep all these at the front. These are all like my MAC blushes, Bare Minerals, ELF. I have a little bit of Flower Beauty and Milani right here. Persona right there, definitely keeping those. Back here, see, I'm keeping this. Let's see, I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. I don't even think they make this shade anymore from Essence. I do recommend these blushes if you are on a very tight budget. I don't use them much anymore, but I do still think they're good. This one, gosh, I don't know, guys. I just never use this little palette right here. I think I'm gonna pass it along. I think it's cute. I just don't ever use it. I feel like I could get rid of this. This I got in a Yes Style video. I think it's pretty. It's just a basic blush formula. If you're on a budget, I highly recommend some of the things on Yes Style like this because they're super, super affordable. I wanna say they're like $3 or $4. I just don't think I'll ever use it. I also want to get rid of one of these. These are the Juicy Pink Bounce Blushers. What are they called? Juicy Pink Jelly Blushers, that's right. They're just like the MAC ones. The formulas are just like the MAC. This one's a little bit light on me, so I think I'm gonna pass this one along. This is the shade BE01. I don't remember what it is, but BE01 is the number. And I'll keep this one. If you're looking for a cream blusher on a budget, these are two more brands and colors I'd recommend from Yes Style. I am keeping these. I think they're both really unique colors, and I love the formulas. Really like the Fenty one. I really love this color pop between the sheets. Can't get rid of any of my Juicy Pink or my Flower Beauty, so did we even make a dent? I think I got rid of 2 in that whole bin. Not very successful. I feel like this one is a little bit more open. Gives me a little bit of room to play this year. I need to back off on trying out the blushes this year. I went crazy last year. Let's go over to some bronzers, see if we can find some room over here. All right, this right here, this is kind of growing on me, you guys. It is a little on the light side. I think it's just because the packaging is so pretty, and it is a pretty formula. If you have very fair skin, I don't even think they make this thing anymore. This is the Happy Birthday Beleza Kiko Cosmetics. I'm gonna keep this. I am gonna keep my Nabla. I'm gonna keep my Hourglass. Love both of those. One I think I can get rid of is this one right here. This is River from the Oh For Samantha March collection. It's just a little warm on me. It's pretty, the formula is great, but I just don't use it very often. So this is actually in the wrong drawer. This should be my highlighter drawer. I wanna go back and try this. I'm starting to come around onto some days, more natural highlights. So I wanna give this another try. So I'm gonna go put this in my highlighter drawer. I can get rid of this one. This is for Makeup Revolution. This is the Bronzer Reloaded in Holiday Romance. Just a little too light for me. And the formula is quite shimmery, so not my favorite. This is my Flower Beauty, what remains of my Flower Beauty Sunrise L1, the one that broke, the initial one that broke. I've now replaced it, but I don't know if they make this bronzer anymore, and it's one of my favorite powder bronzers in my collection, so I'm keeping the loose version of this. It's not Becca, it's Flower Beauty, but keeping this. I'm gonna keep my Charlotte Tilbury e.l.f. Cream Bronzer. Oh gosh, I like this one, but I like the putty better. I'm gonna pass this along. I only like this one shade right here, and I hate to see all these go to waste, so I'm gonna pass this one along. It's good, it's just not my favorite. I'm keeping the Marc Jacobs. I'm gonna pass this along. My first cream bronzer that started it all. I just have others that I like better, and if I'm recommending a drugstore one, I think the e.l.f. putty bronzer is better than this one. This one's a little deep and hard to work with. Compared to the others, it's not bad. Just, okay, keeping that, keeping that, keeping that. Keeping my NARS, I think everything else. I'm gonna keep everything else, so yeah. Okay, down here we have my glosses. Let's go through these cloud palettes really quick. I love these. I think I'm gonna keep most all of these except for this darkest shade. I know for certain that I'm never going to use. Way too dark for me. I also don't think I'm gonna use this magenta pink one, so I think I'll pass that one along. And I didn't really like the reds very much, like this dark red or this red right here. I think the other ones I did like. I liked this one, and I don't know about the orange. I don't think I'll ever wear this orange, so I'm gonna keep the more nude shades and this kind of pink color right here, and then I'm gonna get rid of these ones right here. Okay, down here, keeping all of these. Actually, I think I can get rid of this. This is just a random pixie gloss that I got in like some sort of Ipsy bag, or maybe I got it at a Marshall's. These, I can probably throw these lashes away. I tried to cut them in half, didn't work very well. I'm gonna get rid of this Wet n Wild Liquid Cat Suit. I don't like this color as much. This is Peach Stole My Look. I do like these two right here. I don't really use this one anymore. I'm gonna get rid of that one. It's too light. This is the Kachi Bear Naked. Look how light that is, guys. It's like a concealer. Too light for me, and I like a light nude lip, but that's just too much. I should probably pass these along. I've had these since the first or second year that I had my YouTube channel, guys. This is like Fairy Floss and the Kathleen Lights one. I don't remember what it's called anymore, but they are very old, so I'm gonna toss these in the garbage. These Bite Beauty ones are kind of old. I should probably get rid of them, but I don't know. Let's see, Bare Minerals. I think these are both the same. Let me just give these, they're probably a little old, but let me give them a little smell. I'm just gonna keep one of them and toss the other one in the trash. Probably won't use it, but probably keep that little Hedwig gloss. I do like the Ofra gloss, like Tower 28, like the Milani. I think I'll keep the rest of these actually. I have another Ofra gloss. This is the Samantha March gloss. I'm definitely keeping it. It actually goes on top of my desk with my Persona glosses and my Fenty glosses, which are not in here, but they're on my desk because they're some of my most used. So I keep that where I can always see it. You know what? I'm gonna pass this one along. It's pretty old as well. This is from L'Oreal, but I don't think they make this anymore, and mine's pretty old. Doesn't even have writing on it, so I don't know exactly what it is. Let's go through a few down here. This is some Tarte Pro Glow. That's actually a liquid highlighter. I don't use that. I'm gonna toss that in the trash. I'm gonna keep this one for sure. Keeping all of my Sydney Grace. I think I can get rid of this one for sure, although I haven't tried it on my cheeks. I do sometimes like trying these lip tints on my cheeks. I'm gonna do that in a video, you guys. I'm gonna wait and try this on my cheeks. This has the smell of something from my childhood. It's kind of appley, but it smells like real apple juice, but also something in like kind of kid makeup-y at the same time. I love it. Persona I'm keeping. I'm gonna keep this one. This was a gift from my son. He bought it at the Secret Santa shop at school in like third or fourth grade. It's just a clear lip gloss, but I thought it was so cute that he thought to buy this for me. So I like using this sometimes just because it reminds me of my adorable Wesley. And I'm gonna pass this along. I don't really like the color of it. It's a little bit too bright for a balm. So this is a K-Beauty brand. I think I'm gonna keep the coconut one, pass along the peach one. These are the Wet n Wild So Pouties. I'm gonna get rid of the Color Jolt from Maybelline. I never use that. Keeping my hard candies, keeping my Uoma. I'll move that over there. Let's see, these little rack glosses are pretty old, but I'm gonna get rid of these two colors because if I ever use these, I don't use these colors right here. I'll pass these along. And that's it for glosses, much better. I'm gonna move over here really quick. I am gonna pass along my Prime and Fine from Catrice and this random brand from Marshall's. Getting a little old. So that's pretty much it. I've got a couple setting sprays out right now, but I don't have a lot of setting sprays, which I'm fine with. And then this bottom drawer is just like miscellaneous stuff, mostly nail polishes. So I'll keep that just undisturbed. All right, over here is my highlighter drawer. Ooh, I always have a hard time getting rid of highlighters. But I think there's a few we can get rid of. I am gonna get rid of this one from Kaja. I just don't like it. Too many of these are too sparkly for me. They're kind of pretty on the eyes, but I just don't reach for this. Look at this first one right here. I mean, that is true glitter. Not a big fan of that one. I love Kaja's other stuff. I just don't love their highlighters that much. I was debating getting rid of this, but I pulled it out the other day. Do you guys remember this thing? It is a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. I'm gonna keep it around for a little bit longer. I'm gonna see if I can hit pan on this side. This one though, the Stila one, I love this formula. If you like something that's a little bit more, it's very, very reflective and intense, but it's a really like smooth, almost like a cream-like formula. It's just a true metallic. It doesn't have any like glitter particles in it. It doesn't emphasize texture a lot, but this color is a little bit too warm for me. This is the shade Brilliant, so I'm gonna pass this along to someone else. Also getting rid of this one from Hard Candy. I didn't think it was that good. I'm gonna get rid of this stick highlighter from the same. It was okay. I just don't use this formula very often. I think I'm gonna get rid of Smoke and Mirrors from ColourPop. The only one from them I occasionally reach for now is Flexitarian. And even that one, I like it, just doesn't last as long on me. I'm gonna keep my Coty Airspun, definitely keeping my MAC, keeping my Natasha Denona, even though it's kind of in rough shape. Ooh, It's cracked a few times. Same with my Milk Flex highlighter, but I love this one, very pretty. Keeping my Essence Pure Nude. I feel like I can get rid of this one. This I got in a Yes Style order. It's super tiny and was kind of expensive. It's not a bad highlighter, but I have others that are better. I'm gonna keep this one from Wet n Wild. I think I'm gonna keep this one even though the packaging's broken and bugs me. I would probably get rid of this one. I don't actually like the highlighter itself, but it's Harry Potter, it's Dobby, so I can't get rid of it, even though the highlighter itself I likely won't use. These are some of my favorites right here, probably. All of my, actually I think I can get rid of, is it this one? Not Amnesia, this one. I can get rid of this one from Nabla. This is the Privilege shade. I just don't like the shade of this one. It's kind of like a pinky gold, almost iridescent. I don't like iridescent highlighters, so just not my favorite shade, even though I love the other two Nabla ones. They are fantastic. I think that's gonna do it for this drawer. I think the rest of these I'll keep around, so just a few. Let's go through my mascaras. I have a lot to get rid of in here, you guys. Can you believe how many open mascaras I have right now? A few of these I actually haven't opened yet. So I have a backup at Cosmetics right there. This one's just about gone, but I think I'm gonna give it more time. This Nabla one has expired, so I'm gonna get rid of this Nabla Major Pleasure. It wasn't bad, not my favorite, but actually let me put all my minis on one side. Some of these I haven't opened yet, but I don't think any of these are quite ready to toss. I think I can get rid of the Kaja. There's some things I like about this. I really like the lengthening one, but I don't really love the volumizing or the clear as much. It wasn't bad, but because of kind of the gimmicky nature, I just don't think I'll reach for this very much. It's basically 3 mini mascaras. My Power Up mascara, I should probably toss this. I think I've had it for like 9 months, but I love this mascara and it's really hard to find now. I'm gonna give this another month or two, maybe leave it out. Tony Moly Delight Circle Lens Mascara, the pink lid. I didn't like it as much as the green lid. I think the Tony Moly's, this one I believe is, this one I just opened not too long ago. I had a few backups of this mascara. Yeah, this is the one I just opened. This one is dried out and old, so I get rid of that one. Clio Kill Lash Mascara, I got this in a Yes Style video. You guys, this stuff is, it will never come off, even in a hurricane, but it will probably kill your lashes. Maybe that's why it's named the Kill Lash. It's really hard to remove. I tried 3 makeup removers and still couldn't get it off. So I'm gonna toss that one. This Mise-en is old and ready to be tossed. And I think that's it. The rest of these are in decent condition, so I'm gonna keep these around for right now. And there we go. All right, guys, here is the finished declutter pile. I didn't get any official numbers. I just wanted to make this one pretty quick because there was so much. Some of these will go in the trash before I let some friends and family pick over them, but I feel like this was pretty successful and will definitely clear some room for the coming year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Seriously, Mandy, what is that doing in there? Plackers, anyone? If you didn't hear my story about this, by the way, when I was trying to transport that bronzer into this little pot right here, I was using a razor blade to open up the little sifter at the top right here, but I ended up slicing this finger, this pointer finger right here. Ended up at the Instacare, $250 stitches bill for trying to save this little pot of drugstore bronzer. Very wise, Mandy. I'm not allowed to play with razor blades anymore. And by the way, my husband for Christmas, as kind of a joke, gave me a pair of cut resistant gloves.